On behalf of myself and Dan Moore, we'd just like to welcome you to what we're calling the NII reunion. We couldn't think of a better term. I thought it was a great idea. I appreciate you guys being with us. I'm just going to share a couple of things and want to have Dan come on and share a couple of things and maybe a couple of other people. Uh, the last 30 days has been unbelievable, just nonstop for us. But I appreciate you guys being here. And, uh, you know, I was thinking about this earlier today. I was thinking about some of the guys that we and women and men that we've worked with in the past. Uh, and I was telling Dawn, my wife, I said, I bet Big Dog and Arnold Gregory and uh, Kenny Jeanette, uh, Angelo Rodriguez, uh, Bob Armstrong, a lot of them probably are looking down on this event tonight. And I sincerely believe that. And I don't think I've been this excited. Well, I know I haven't in many, many years. And uh, so just kind of help me get through this. Again, I'm seeing new people pop in. So as new people pop in, I know a lot of people be watching this on recording as well. So what I want to share with you tonight is going to be hard to do without feeling like you're being pitched or being convinced. And I promise you, the reason we wanted to do this is because there's some of you that we really feel like, really all of you, deserve to experience what we know is getting ready to happen uh, over the next 5 years. So, real quickly, I know a lot of you have followed different paths since the NII days. Everybody's different. For me personally, honestly, I've been trying to get away from network marketing for years. And network marketing support services just kind of grew and grew and grew. And over the last, 20 years, I've had the opportunity to travel literally to different countries all over the world and teaching concepts like the four beliefs, the pendulum, the whirlpool, things that many of you tonight understand and can teach better than I can. So it's just been a fascinating experience. Network marketing has been my bread and butter for years. And I've had the opportunity again to travel a lot. I've been the director of marketing for several different companies, the corporate trainer for several different companies. I've worked in the home office of one company as VP of sales. And honestly, the whole time I've been trying to get away from it because I understood what I experienced during a 5 year period will never happen again. It's not going to ever happen again. And I'm okay with that. And, I've met many new image people in different companies now. They're in different network marketing companies. And the one thing that has been consistent for me over the last 20 years is people have said, Dale, you know what? Those 5 years or those 3 years in new image were some of the most exciting times of our lives. And I've had that statement has been made to me over and over and over and over the years. So, uh, and, and, and what I've tried to communicate to people, the culture that was created in that company based upon wisdom of the ages, telling people the truth, being accountable, getting your mindset right, it all happened by design. It New Image was not an accident. It happened by design. And it bothers me. It's always bothered me for people to say, well, those were the best years of my life. And I understand if you say those were the best business years of my life, but regardless of that, for me personally, in 2012, I had 2 heart attacks. And it was a time when I just had to stop and say, okay, Dale, why are you here? What are you going to do? What are you supposed to do? What's the plan? And shortly after that, I started a podcast for network marketers, actually two. And I just felt like, the rest of my life, I just want to try to encourage people to the very best of my ability and try to share wisdom of the ages principles as it relates to building teams. And I just made that decision. I never will forget. I came downstairs and I said, "You aren't going to believe what I'm getting ready to do," because Don and I and a small staff and some outsourcers, we operate several different businesses outside of the network marketing niche. And we enjoy that. And it gives us some freedom and flexibility. But when I came downstairs and said, "I'm really going to devote as much time as I can to network marketing," she thought I was crazy. And I don't blame her. So that was right after the heart attacks in 2012. And again, the side businesses that we've had, we've continued to build up and grow, and we've bought a couple of different businesses and just doing a lot of stuff. And I had pretty much come to the conclusion that the network marketing business model is just, it's become a huge social club. And the goal is not to build people, not to develop leadership. The goal in network marketing is to keep people engaged and on auto ship one more month. And that's from communicating and talking with many leaders, many business owners, and to see what it has dissolved into, it sickens me. Sincerely, it just sickens me, because this industry was based upon dreams, uh, uh, going for it, living a life that's a magnificent adventure with like-minded people that are focused and accountable, and want to really make an impact for their family and for other people. And it's not that anymore. It's a money grab. It's everything. If you've been around the industry very much at all, you know what it's become. I loved what it meant to me in my life, but I sincerely despise what it's become. So about 6 weeks ago, uh, I have about 16 websites in the network marketing niche: MLMhelp.com, MLMsuccess.com, topmlmtrainingarticles.com, provenmlmscripts.com, and so on and so forth. And Donna and I talked, and I said, "You know what? I'm just going to phase out of that and focus over here in another business model we're having a lot of success with." And I'm not going to do my MLM Success podcast anymore. I'll probably change the name to something else and just focus on other ways I can help people. And that decision was made. I called one of the top brokers for websites in the United States, actually in the world. We've had a conversation, and I was formulating, getting things put together so I could liquidate everything to do with network marketing. And a few days after that, something lands in my lap that I knew I would never see again. A lot of you guys know, I mean, there used to be a time they totally eliminated retail wholesale from network marketing. Um, again, as I said earlier, it's like the whole goal of every owner is just to keep them on auto ship one more month. And when things start dipping down a little bit, and let's find another new little red wagon for the distributors to play with. And I saw yesterday with some CBD oil companies now going to do their own crypto, and they're going to introduce a travel deal, and they just start grasping for straws to see what can we sell, not what we can take to the marketplace so our distributors can make a profit, but the mentality is what can we sell to the distributors. And so anyway, this thing landed in my lap. Dan Moore was one of the first people that I sent it to, and he saw it immediately. He called me immediately, and we're building again. we're building with more focus and intention than we've ever built. I am. I mean, I've gone at last month, it was launching this thing. And here's why. And here's the only reason that we ask you guys here tonight. What I'm getting ready to share with you could not have been started in the United States. It could not be started in the United States. Here's what we have. You know, most of my life since New Image, I've thought, you know, we had in the palm of our hand the network marketing profession, in the palm of our hand. And it's haunted me at times, but I've had to learn, you know, it was what it was, it is what it is. All any of us can do in life is live, learn, and move forward. That's all we can do, and make the best of every single day. But this company is 8 years old. They did $57 million last year. They have 252,000 distributors in over 30 countries around the world. Solid, stable. We love the owner. We love the owner. He's a young, ambitious kid in his 30s. Love the guy, even though we cannot understand one word he speaks because he's Russian, but he has a translator. Um, they've done some incredible things. Their top money earner is earning $500,000 a month right now. The income potential, they pay out 63%. It's the best compensation plan I have ever seen in 40 years. The best. Nothing comes close. It's genius. The product is a category creator. It's lifesavers. They call them drops. It's immediate gratification nutrition, but it's a lifesaver. If your stomach, you got upset stomach, they have one called ice, and you grab an ice and you suck on it like a lifesaver, and you're going to get immediate relief. If you have trouble sleeping, there's one called Relax. And there's 15 different products, but they're all the same. It's just different ingredients, and they're these awesome tasting lifesavers. The person that invited you here can give you a whole lot more information about the product, but it is a category creator. It's based upon negative ion technology. I mean, they actually charge this product with negative ions, and the only way I can explain it, it's like I've been taking them now for, we've had our product, I guess, 3 weeks, and it's like my spark plugs are firing. It's the only way I know how to communicate it. I just feel better. I sleep better. When I wake up, I'm ready to go. It's a phenomenal product. The best comp plan I've ever seen. The upside income potential has already been proven. They did $57 million last year around the world, and they just launched in the United States 4 or 5 weeks ago. It's ground floor with none of the traditional challenges of a ground floor opportunity. We know what it's going to do in the United States. You know, y'all probably heard me say, uh, I heard a preacher one time, he said, if we had a crystal ball, we could all be millionaires. And I felt like standing on my pew and saying, no, we wouldn't. Not if we don't take advantage of what we see. If this was a ground floor opportunity starting somewhere in the United States with no track record, I would not be here and I would not be doing this. The only reason that I'm here is because the future that's going to happen in North America, and I'm talking United States, Canada, Mexico, Australia, that future is in front of us. I can see the future. I know where this is going to go. I have no doubt. So it's a very unique opportunity. I have some really lofty goals. And if you if your top 3 reasons in New Image were not fulfilled, maybe you're not done. Maybe you're not done. If your top 3 reasons weren't fulfilled, I sincerely believe, or if you're looking for a way to supplement your retirement or support your kids and whatever reasons you may have, I sincerely believe with the culture that we will create here. You know it. You've experienced it. You guys have experienced it. We will create it again. It's being created as we speak. Our Facebook page, private for our team, is hopping. We got some people that are focused, fired up, see it, understand it, and are going after this. We will have, right now, our personal team is the fastest growing team in the United States. We're going to blow this up. You guys know that when you unify your organization, you separate yourself from the masses. That's the culture. You understand what I'm saying as well as anybody on the planet. That's what we'll do here. Gordy, I think Gordy and Kelly are going to be with us tonight, and Gordy and I have had this conversation many times. In today's marketplace, you can't create the closed cultures that we were able to create in NII. But by the fact that this is all their business is done overseas in different parts of the world, and this is just launched in the United States, this team will dominate the United States. It's ours. It's ours. It's ours. So the unity and separation culture, you guys understand so much of what has to be implemented because, again, you've experienced it. I'd like for those of you that join us, or decide you want to join us, I'm going to turn it over to Dan here in a second. Here's my goal. I want to double in the next 5 years what we did at New Image. That's my goal. Double it. And I sincerely believe that that's going to happen. I want to help 500 people develop a full-time income. I want to help 10 people become millionaires. And if we do that, there's going to be a lot of families that are going to be touched along the way in a very deep, significant way. I haven't told anybody this, not even my wife. But mark your calendar 5 years from now. So that'll be 2025? And it'll probably be in Lexington, Kentucky, because I want to make sure my grandkids are there. So it'll probably be in Lexington, Kentucky. And what I'm visualizing, what I'm seeing is, the biggest crowd we ever had at NII was about 5,300 people when we gave away the Viper. What I'm seeing in 2025 in Lexington, Kentucky is only our group, our team, over 10,000 people, over 10,000 people. And all of you, many of you were there when we recorded The Power of a Dream. In 2025 in Lexington, Kentucky, my plan is to do a talk called The Dream Continues. The Dream Continues. And, I got chills when I'm saying that because 6 weeks ago, I'm out of this profession. I'm moving in a different direction. And if this happens, and I believe it will, I would love for everybody that's with us tonight to be part of it and experience what I know in my heart and soul It's just getting ready to happen. And I never thought that everything would line up to at this level. I just couldn't even comprehend it happening. The comp plan is the best ever, ever. Somebody told me last week, Dale, y'all going to have an NSA comp plan. You're going to make NSA money. I said, this comp plan blows NSA out of the water. It's not even close. The product is phenomenal. People love this product. They don't like swallowing pills, but they love eating lifesavers. The product is phenomenal. It works. The science is there to back it up. You can read a book, find it on Amazon by Dr. Earl Mendel called The Happiness Effect. The product is solid, and you guys know the culture that we will develop. So I'm just going to shut up. The person that sent you here can give you all the information, the website, their link and everything, give you the details. We just tonight just wanted to put it out there and to see what happens. So I'm going to find Dan Moore, and I want to let Dan speak with you and share whatever he wants, because many of you know Dan's got his NII manual there. Dan has been formulating products for years, and he's fired up about the business and the product itself. And I asked Dan to unmute, and he can come on here and share whatever he would like with you guys.
Hey guys, how y'all doing tonight? Hope you're doing great. I am absolutely so excited. I can't stand it. How many of y'all remember this? I didn't have to look very far to find one. I have all kinds of new image stuff still here. It's still a big part of my life. I think back on those days and remember great things like, let's see, This Vacation. Remember that one? Yeah. Way over in, gosh, that was at the Ritz-Carlton, I believe, over in Hawaii. I thought the Ritz was just a cracker till I got there. I mean, this has just been a great life for me. My mission in life, just so you know, since New Image days, has been to help get all these people, pets and horses, and off of drugs and chemicals. And that's because of what I saw at New Image. You know, we saw so many benefits at New Image. At one time, I thought all these herbs was just quackery, guys. But, you know, I haven't had an aspirin now in 30 years, nothing. It's just all supplements. And this company has it together, to say the least. In fact, if you remember, a lot of the herbs that are in our New Image are in these products. I was just looking through earlier today, as Dale asked me to talk about the products a little bit, but you know, we have 15 different products, as Dale mentioned. 4 of them have licorice in it. Remember, we had licorice in New Image Plus. 6 of the products have ginger in them. That was in New Image Plus. 6 of the products have ginseng. 2 have astragalus. And I could go on and on. Grapeseed, 4 of them have grapeseed in it, for goodness sakes. Grapeseed literally changed my life. I had a horse one time. I actually put on Total. Y'all remember Total? I put a horse on Total, feeding him 300 capsules a day, I think. Just an incredible amount. This horse came to me with COPD. You've heard of that in people. Well, horses get it too. This horse was ready to die. A month later, the horse went home and was doing great and continued to actually win a big prize. But anyway, I'll shut up about that. But I'm just, as you can tell, I am excited. I'm excited because this company makes their own products. That's crucial. The products come from overseas. They're shipped over here. They're shipped then to us out of Utah. Right now, they're just absolutely covered up, I know. But, you know, when it comes to herbs and so on, it's just a matter of putting the good stuff in, or nutrition in general, putting the good stuff in and then also getting the bad stuff out. And that's pretty much what these products do. They work at the cellular level, which is so critical. As Dale mentioned, some of the products there earlier, there's gut, there's products for just about everything. But one of the most exciting ones for me is the brain, because the older I get, the more I forget. And they have a PRN product called Brain that is a pretty substantial product when it comes to helping you remember things, to say the least. So that's exciting to me. You know, we've got to develop a belief in these products. I have a belief already in the company. I actually have met the owner on 2 different calls now. So fired up about what his goals are for us. He wants more millionaires than any company out there.
That's right.
Any MLM, that is his goal, is for us to be millionaires. And he speaks from the heart, to say the least. He's been successful. What is he, 32 years old, Dale? Something like that.
That's right.
But he's been in network marketing before and has had companies failing. So he knows what it's like to be in that situation. He brought up the point that he's the only owner. You know, his wife, by the way, does all the graphics and everything for us. She's a graphics major, but he's the only owner. So there's no disputes, there's no issues, which is exciting. But 3 companies failed him, and as a result, I guess he made enough money along the way, though, to start his own, and that's what he did. And here we are with it today in the U.S. and less than 1,000 of us here in the U.S. Can you believe that? But you know, I could go on and on about the products, but you get this nice little book. If you order one, it comes with it. I'll show it to you there. I mean, this is absolutely, you can't see it, can you? I'm pretty bad at this computer. It's literally first class publications on everything they have. It's first class. And this is what the packaging looks like. These come in these little boxes. This one's the brain. And then this is what we take every day. You can see where I've been taking those right there. You just peel them out, pop them in your mouth. Everybody wants them. No more pills or potions or lotions. Literally, they eat candy and they get healthy with all these different herbs that we talked about. And they have a very unique technique. As Dale mentioned, the negative ions. I'm telling you, folks, these negative ions are going to lead to positive cash, no question. So get with us and get going, to say the least. All the literature is there that has all the information you need. Once you try these products, you're going to be like me. You're going to be eating your profits. I hear that all the time. I'm popping these things all day long because they taste so good and they do so good for us. Golly, I could go on and on, Dale, but I'll shut up.
Thank you, Dan, so much. I appreciate that. I don't want to, because we could literally rattle off about what we've experienced, what we've seen, what we've experienced for hours. We don't want to do that. I think I have Gordy Alderson. Some of you remember Gordy and Kelly regionals out in Tucson, Arizona. We connected here about, I don't know, 3 years ago. I love these people. I just love them. And I've asked them, I said, if you guys have anything to share, anything you're seeing, feeling, share it now. So Gordy, it's yours, man. Yours and Kelly.
Howdy, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, we're glad to be on here. You know what's real fun to see is it's fun to see as far as the 4 beliefs go. I think most of mine have come from seeing what Dale's doing, because he's got his healthy ego back, the good one, the competitive side of him that I saw back in NII, and I think it's been a minute since that's been back, and to see him fired up about this when he knows so much about the industry has really helped us see what's going on here. I knew a customer of mine. He was out in this shed, and he saw a Harley under a tarp. So he bought it from this lady for $1,000 or something like that. Well, he called in the serial number and tried to order some parts for it. Pretty soon, Jay Leno's calling him. And then the auto parts store tried to buy it from him for about, I think, $80,000. And he said, "What's going on here?" They said, "You got a 3/16 drill bit?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said, "Take that nameplate, take that Harley plate off that screw, drill those rivets out real careful. Don't screw it up. Tell us what's on the back side of that." And so he did, and it said this motorcycle, this Harley Davidson, custom made for Elvis Presley. We got that motorcycle. Think about finding your absolute favorite car that's 8 years old, and it's got 0 miles on it. But since they made it, it's turned out to be one heck of an amazing car. But we got our chance to get our hands on one of those. Now, there's probably some little old lady over there in Russia or one of these places that's doing it one way, and there's somebody else that's doing another. And everybody over there is probably just pretty confused. But because none of us speak Russian, we have no idea what the heck they're talking about. And Dale and I have talked a lot about a closed culture, because trying to create a closed culture and duplication in the industry today, it seems to be, till this, I think, I don't know, almost impossible. So what we've got is we've got that Harley Davidson with Elvis Presley stamped on the nameplate, and we're going to have a total unified system that's going to let us walk away. And Dale will talk probably more about what he's got planned as far as a letter that he's created that's going to politely guilt people into getting logged into this thing. And it's going to let us create something that we can put on autopilot and develop leadership and have something that we truly can walk away from and not have to burp and diaper over and over and over and over. So we are real excited about that. And we are extremely excited to be here. They've got a sample pack here. The literature on inside of it, it's pretty phenomenal. Oh, well, there's three of the most popular products are inside this, but all the marketing materials is exceptional. And I don't know much about compensation plan, and I've never heard Dale brag about a compensation plan before. He's always said, if it doesn't matter what the compensation plan is, if you're not selling any product, whatever, it won't make you, 0% of whatever is still zero. But with this one here, he is excited about the marketing plan, and I know the upline, his upline, both of them are very excited about it. So it seems like the perfect storm, if you will, and we're right in the middle of it. We love it.
Gordy, I'll let you say it. How much did our upline make last month?
Right at 50 or just a tick over, maybe 51. Their first month, they made $50,000. Yeah. And it's, there's a beautiful deal going, because they're not nobody's filling their garage with water filters. And I'm not saying that, well, Dale said, we were actually selling ours. But anyways, that's the beauty of the marketing plan is there's a difference between volume and rank and status, but you can make a lot of money here when you start. That's instead right. Of later on when you're not sponsoring near as many people. They really reward people very heavily when they get started.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
I know Curry's insanely excited.
Yeah, he's coming unglued. That's my direct sponsor. Some of you heard my NSA testimony was I made $10,000 my first month. I never made less. I think my testimony here is going to be I made over $12,000 my first month, and it increased every month after that. I just see this just going crazy. But again, guys, I am beyond fired up. We have an unbelievable organization started right now. Awesome people, people that had to do everything they could to get $100 to get their kit together. And I was telling Dawn today, we got 5 or 6 doctors with us already. This is it. This is it. I believe.
One other thing, Dale, from the product side, our 4-year-old was out here, and you can feed him a sugar gummy, or you can give him I don't remember what he called them, but.
Oh, he called them crunchies because he would crunch it, but we would give him the relax because he's high energy.
Yeah. And you know what? I just thought about this right now. We haven't done a thing with it, but think about Ritalin kids.
That's
Send
right.
them to school with, I don't know if there's any testimony. I'm sure there's a stack load of testimonies on that. I hadn't even thought about it, but yeah, it's a great way to get nutrition in kids that are old enough to suck on a sucker.
That's right. Let's be clear. That's your grandson. That's not your 4-year-old.
Oh yeah. Grandson. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're having a blast. We're having a lot of fun. We're putting together a phenomenal team. I need your leadership, honestly. I need people that understand what the path that we're headed down, who've been down this path. So I hope you'll take a serious look, get back with the persons, contact them tonight that ask you to be here, and they can send you the video. They'll give you an overview, the comp plan, send you information about the product. I told Dan, I said, the main reason that I'm looking excited about this tonight, because in many ways for me, it's almost a sense of closure, and I can move on. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we have been doing. If there's anybody else that wants to say anything, raise your hand. Anybody that's, and I'll be happy to pull you up here and let you say, because I know we have a lot of people anonymously. If you're watching the replay, somebody sent you the replay, again, get back with the person that sent you. We don't want to take a lot of your time. We are going to have our second team meeting. The plan is, I haven't cleared it with the boss yet, but I think it's going to be tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. As soon as you join, you'll go right into our Facebook group. We have Play 1, Play 2 videos online for everybody on our team. We just introduced what I call the $5 letter. It's a retail to recruit program that is going to create millions and millions and millions of dollars in volume. I have people that I have known of and been around for years who've never done anything, never accomplished anything, never had the confidence to move forward, who sent out their first 10 letters and already have had 6, 7 people request more information on the product. It's killer. This retail to recruit system, and it's killer. It's going to create millions and millions of dollars. See, the reason people get burnout on this industry is because there's not a clear path to customer acquisition for newbies, people that have never been involved in this, not a clear path. So we've got it, and we're the only team that's got it, and we'll be the only team that has it. So I'll shut up. Thank you guys for being here, sincerely. Thank you.
Dale, Cindy wanted to say something.
Yes, okay.
Cindy had her hand up. I unmuted her.
Okay. Go right ahead, Cindy.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, awesome. I've never spoken live on Zoom before. Zoom is something I have to learn. But I think it all gets back to the word mystique, which we felt heavily in New Image. That was my first real network marketing experience, all those years there, and New Creations afterward. Those molded me in so many different ways. I mean, from, like you just said, retailing to recruit, that system and all the things we had, like you know, our tape of the month club, everything. I mean, I wore out more of those cassette tapes building a good foundation that ultimately has come through 25 years later. And it just goes to show you how, I mean, I've always believed in, as much as I love technology and learning all these new things, it all gets back to kind of the wisdom of the ages, kind of the roots of it all. And had I not had that foundation back then and then built on it ever since then, I don't know where I'd be. I'm always a positive person. I know I'd be somewhere great on a beach. However, I mean, that was my foundation. That there's a lot to be said for that, because now 25 years later, or maybe even 27, but it's just all coming back like full circle. But we have so many extra tools these days. So, I mean, all the old school things, I still do them. Of course, with these crazy times, it's hard to get belly button to belly button with too many people, but we can do so much with social media. So pretty much taking the foundation from there and bringing it forward, I've thought about that a lot this week. You know, it's just, you know, crazy things are going to happen in crazy times, you know?
That's right. It is the mystique. The mystique is back.
Love it.
It is. It is. And, you know, I got a good 5-year run in me. And that's all I'm thinking about. Dale, you can do this 5 years. We do it 5 years. because of the track record of this company, I think it will, and because of the owner, I think it will be, and because there's only one owner, and that's a big deal. That's a huge deal because there's one owner, and because we've seen where this guy's heart is. Dan mentioned it. 99% of the owners think that the distributors are a necessary evil. They do. That all they want to do is give you a new little red wagon to play with so they can sell you something. This guy, when he said on the US call that he does at the end of the month, when he says, my goal, my vision is to have 20 people on stage, each holding up a check over their head that says $1 million. And I have 20 people in my company that are making $1 million a month. That's my goal. That's somebody that does not exist in the network marketing culture today as we know it. And he means it. He means it. So if that happens, then all of us, because we're here at this time and place in history, and because I know you guys know what needs to be done and can do it, the upside potential, it's like, here's the crystal ball. We've tried to show it to you tonight, and it's your decision what you want to do with it. Please get back with the person that sent you here, get your questions answered, and I look forward to seeing many of you at our first spring team event. Probably be here in Atlanta, it may be in Kentucky, might be in Florida, I don't know, but I'm planning on doing it. Our first event in the spring, our first event in New Image, there was 120 people there after 6 months. And so I'm just gauging everything, man, but where are we going to be in 5 years? Because I want to double it all. So thank you guys for being here. I'll talk all night. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. It was so good to see a lot of names here. Mark Rush, can't wait to hug your neck, man, and a lot of other people. Can't wait to see you guys real soon. Those of you that get started with us tonight, we'll have our second team with everybody Zoom planned for tomorrow night, and we'll talk with you then. Good night. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.